Good morning, everybody, and welcome inside the Pictou County Wellness Center here for this U15AA semi-final matchup, Championship Sunday, and an opportunity to prolong your tournament and punch your ticket to the championship game here at the 38th edition of the Pictou County Memorial Hockey Tournament. Once again, my name is Matt Dudelay for High Button Sports, and I will be your in-game host for this game. This game will be between the visiting Acadia Axemen and the EDZA East Phantoms from New Brunswick. We're just moments here from puck drop. Starting goaltender here first for the Acadia Axemen, number 30, Christian Thomas. And for the Phantoms, number 30, Yannick McGrath. We're just seconds from puck drop now. And we are officially underway here at the Wellness Center. Roussel, the captain here for the Phantoms, is going to get puck possession and get that in deep. Two New Brunswick teams playing in the semifinal over on the other arena, the Pictou County Crushers, and the Moncton Scorpions. It's the Acadia Axemen with a big overtime victory last night over the Dartmouth Whalers in the quarterfinals. And that goal scored by Arlo Kelday. He was the overtime hero last night as the Phantoms are going to get the puck in deep. Forces back. He's got LeBlanc on him as well as Shediak. LeBlanc will tie his man up. The puck comes loose. Up to the winger, Walsh. Walsh is going to try and flick that. It's turned over. Richard almost off to the races there. Drop past Shediak. He fired that on net, and that doesn't get through now as Waugh fired that. Now an opportunity off the post there as Thomas couldn't get that right pad kicked out. So now it's going to be chipped down the ice. Icing waved off here all the way down inside the Phantom zone. So it's breakout pass there. Nice tape-to-tape feed up through the middle of the ice. That hits the skate there of Richard. He was looking right. The puck hit him on the left. Now his puck rolls down onto Thomas, and he'll cover up with Richard on the doorstep. So these two teams battled their way to get here this morning. Like I said, Championship Sunday. When you start your games on the weekend, the goal is to play on Sunday. Not once, but twice, as these teams looking to get themselves into the big dance, we like to call it here, and to play for the ultimate bragging rights. As the Axemen hemmed in their own zone here. Steves will pick that puck up at the point. He'll fire it back down low. The puck bounces off the half wall. As Paulin now with it. And behind their own net now are the Axemen trying to get out of their zone there. The breakout pass there. It comes out to the blue line but isn't able to exit the zone now as Richard will pick up that cycle. Now it's going to be chipped off the wall by Smith, but held in by the Phantoms once again as Smith tried to flick that up off the wall. But it's held in once again now as Sweeney will rim that around the other side. And now it's just going to be ripped down the ice here by the Axemen, and that's going to go down for icing here as they want to get a full change as the puck will flip back into the Acadia zone. And we'll try it again here, 13 minutes, so just exactly 2 minutes into this game. Behind their own net again here. It's coming. Comes out behind his own net. Fires it up the half wall. Aguilar Neal rip that back around Galloway to the half wall. He takes a bump puck out through the neutral zone of foot race. Dill in on the forecheck. Stretch pass there. Intended for Gaudette. Gets out of his reach, and that's going to go all the way down the ice for icing. So we'll go down to the Phantoms' end now. To the right side of Yannick McGrath. The game just getting started over on the other ice pad. Face-off one here by the Axemen. Forrest is going to fire that in deep off the side of the net there. Bounces into the crease there. Close moments now as we're going to have a puck race. Forrest is going to head back. LeBlanc's on him. Now it's going to be chipped up the wall, but held in here by the Phantoms as they're working down on the cycle game. As Cormier's upended there by Pearl. Pearl with the assist of the overtime winner last night. That save there made by the goaltender here for the Axemen as the Phantoms looked to continue their pressure now as Coleman chips that through the middle. Kelday is going to work through the neutral zone down the right side. He's going to walk in over the blue line now. He's just going to fire that on the net. McGrath will redirect that one into the corner. As the Axemen will hold the line now. Terrace, and there's going to be a whistle on the play. And I'm not sure what it is. Potentially a hand pass or something along those lines. Face-off one here by the Axemen. Picked up by Smith. He'll chip that up the strong side. It's going to get inside the blue line now. It's partnered across. Roy now will fire that and just missed one of the coaches on the bench there. So that'll wake everybody up. That'll get the heart rate pumping. This coach has a nice little chuckle there. So the two New Brunswick teams made their way here this weekend and both playing in the semifinal. That puck is pushed right through off the face-off. Calday turns, fires that. That goes wide. Paul in there. Smith as well. Now is in behind. Now is Calday in on the forecheck. Terrace is there as well. He's out there with Camo. Camo's going to come down from the weak side post. He's going to try and cause a turnover there as he continues to forecheck. Terrace down there as well at the half wall. Puck held in. Centering pass there. It goes off the back of the net. Terrace now finds Calday, but that's out of his reach as Paulin will pick it up. He's going to fire that through the middle off the skates of his teammate. And away go the Phantoms in over the line. Rogier drops that there for Richard. Richard turns back up to the point. Steves, he'll fire that towards the net. That ends up going wide right. Now it's going to be chipped outside the zone now as the Phantoms will just rip it back in, but they're going to have to touch up here on the delayed offside. Calday's going to pick that puck up. He's going to head through neutral zone. He tries to take that extra step and get the line, as now we're going to have some pushing and shoving at the benches. Now as Steves is going to have a step down the left side. He lost the puck though, but he'll hang on as he spins back the other way. He's going to work into the corner now, spins back again, looking for his options. 3 red jerseys around him as he rims it around the other side. Back up to the point, Aguilar knee. That pass is blocked by St. Clair. St. Clair in a foot race here with Jacob. St. Clair's just going to turn and fire that on the net. McGrath looking for the rebound. It's loose shot there, and that goes up and over and all the way across into the other corner. Now into the middle, looking for Sanford. That pass is picked off here by the Phantoms, and away goes Aguilar knee down the left side. He's pinched off there by Derber, so Bork is going to have to retreat here in the neutral zone. Sanford chips that to himself off the wall. He's got a couple steps to take before he gets the red line. He'll get it now. He's going to fire that in deep, as you could hear the coach yelling from here. In deep now. Phantoms look to exit the zone. Up in the middle for Aguilar knee. He turns that over to Coleman. Coleman, nice move into the middle there, and he's triple team there by the Phantoms. As now we're going to have a penalty here, and it's going to be a retaliation slashing penalty as the Phantoms goalie McGrath will head to the bench. And now we're going to have a power play here for the Phantoms. So we'll wait to see who the culprit is for the penalty. And it's going to be number 20, Lyndon Coleman. So a little bit frustrated out there. Whacks one of the Phantoms players after the play, and the ref was right there, so he calls it, and we're off to the power play here for the Phantoms as that puck is going to be sent the length of the ice as that gets by Jacob at the point. Raw is going to go back forward here for the Phantoms. It's picked up here. Down the ice here through the neutral zone. In over the line now. Shediak, he's going to fire one, though. That was blocked by Pearl, and that hit him in the top of the skates as he is laboring going back to the bench, but he will get there so he can get some fresh legs out there. Now is a full sail change by the defenseman. Up the ice for Shediak. Shediak fires that cross ice for Jacob. Jacob had that bounce in front of him. Now he's going to get the line and dump it in as he takes a bump there from Dill. Smith in behind his own net. He'll turn, fire that off the wall. It's going to be held in at the line, though. Now Smith will get it back. Another opportunity to clear. This time he makes no mistake as he sends that the length of the ice. McGrath out to play it here for the Phantoms. Minute 9 left to go in the man advantage. Through the middle, though, Aaron pass. Smith picks it up, tries to one-time it back. Now he's just going to fire it back down the ice. Linesman tucks for cover there as that puck will get in behind the net. Rogier. He's got Richard with him. He'll slide it up to Richard. Richard down the left side. He's being pinched off there by Terrace. In behind the net now, Sweeney. 45 seconds left here in the man advantage. That puck's going to get by Steves. Now we're going to have an opportunity here for Calday. Calday leaves that there for Terrace just behind him. As he was attacking with speed. Now is Paulin in over the line down the left side. He's going to have a step there. He's tripped up, We're going to have another penalty here to the Axemen as soon as they touch up, and they do now. So a 5-on-3 coming here for the Phantoms on the tripping call to Smith. So 5-on-3 for 30 seconds. And a great opportunity here for the Phantoms to strike first here. 7:56 left to go in the first period. Terrace coming and Derber out there for the Axemen. Richard, Paulin, Steves, Gaudette, and Rogier for the Phantoms. Gaudette there tries to go backdoor. The puck slides through the crease. It's laying in the slot. Shot there. Rogier with an opportunity. What a save from Thomas as he closed up the wickets. And now that puck's going to be pushed out to the neutral zone. Terrace, that was off to the races there, but a great defensive play there by Gaudette. Stops that from happening, so the puck will end up back down inside the Axemen zone. 4 seconds left here in the penalty, and it's going to be 5-on-4 as the Axemen player back to game action now as Gaudette looking into the slot area. Rogier picks it up. He'll slow things down in the right corner, down low, just out of the reach of Richard, but he's going to regain possession now as he cuts back in behind the net. Rogier centering pass, opportunity to the backhand there, and Thomas tracked that one from behind. As he finds that through a crowd, he'll cover up. And we'll have a face-off down inside the Axemen zone once again here. Minute 10 left to go in the penalty to Smith. 7:06 here on the clock for the first period. So we'll have these two semifinals, and then we'll have a Bombers and Whalers U15 major game thrown in the mix here, and then we'll get back to action for 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock for the championship games. So as of right now, that is the schedule. So Bork fires that cross ice. St. Clair tries to clear the puck. Now Cumming will get it, and he'll fire that down the ice. Sanford's going to get in on the forecheck and try and turn a puck over now as St. Clair kept that puck inside the zone. Sanford's going to spin back the other way. Now he's going to pin it up against the wall down there. So they fight for it. St. Clair's just going to pick up that loose puck. He'll fire across ice into the far corner. 30 seconds left to go here in the penalty to Smith as that puck is rimmed around the other side here for the Phantoms. Having a hard time getting out of their zone here in this one. So it's a stretch pass there off the stick. Bork tries to tap it through the crowd. Now it's going to be turned over here just inside the neutral zone. Roussel now here for the Phantoms. He's going to move to the backhand. He'll get the red line and he'll get that in deep. From behind the net now, Derber fires that over for Cumming. Cumming, he's got a guy on him. He's going to have to hurry here as he'll fire that down the length of the ice. It'll only make its way to the neutral zone. St. Clair will lead with the stick. And now it's going to be back to even strength here as Smith is freed from the penalty box. Back into the play, Derber. St. Clair fired that through the middle. Dill tried to poke it back through the legs there and got caught up in the traffic. Now as Aguilar knee will work down the right side. He turns, fires there. Thomas redirects that one up into the netting and out of play. So back to 5-on-5 shots on goal, 6-2 in favor of the Phantoms here in this one. 5:39 left to go in the first period. Still no score over on the other ice pad between the Crushers and the Scorpions. So we could have a all Nova Scotia battle, or we could have an all New Brunswick battle, or one of each here. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer to figure that out here as that puck is pushed through off the faceoff. Steves is able to hold the zone as he kicked out that left skate. Now into the middle. Backhand opportunity. Shediak, he missed the net. Pearl's down there. He's got Cormier on him. Pearl's just going to take a hit to make a play. That puck will come outside the zone now as Steves is just going to fire it back to his D-man. Jacob up to Cormier. Cormier will tip that in deep. Looks like somebody lost their neck guard out there, and it's actually just hanging from his uni. So he's going to have to hurry. Good hustle to get back to the bench now as Sweeney will jump in. Pearl faked it to the backhand, then went back to the forehand, then decided to go back to the backhand now as the Axemen look to get broken out. The puck will come to the blue line, but not out as Shediak takes a bump there from Galloway. Now Sweeney will pick it up. He's going to work in over the line. He's going to fire that in deep. Got McGrath out to play the puck. Just gets by him. Steves back to pick it up here now as Galloway in on the forecheck. He'll tie his man up and behind the wall. Steves able to get away from Galloway there as the Phantoms try and exit the zone here. Smith able to hold the zone. Dump in attempt, hit the ref on the left arm. Didn't phase him as he's still moving out there. Shediak's just going to fire that through the middle. Smith going to try and get the red line here as Kelday going to have a loose puck in a puck race here for against Steves as that goes up off the glass. Kelday now tries to pull it to the middle. He'll go back to the outside now. Steves on him, pushes him up against the wall. Terrace in to help out. Had that puck stripped. Back to the point now. Sweeney Partner pass, Smith. Couldn't get himself opened up as he fires it towards the net here as it's turned over now. Terrace for Kelday. Kelday, opportunity, shot there, and the save by McGrath as he kind of peeked around the screen in front, and he'll hang on here with 4 minutes left to go here in the first period. Still waiting on our first goal. Faceoff's going to stay inside the Phantom zone. Faceoff won by the Axemen. It comes out to the blue line, and it will escape now. Back inside their own zone. Roje up off the glass and out of the zone there. Good safe play there. Glass is your friend in the defensive zone now as Richard's being pressed from behind by St. Clair. Richard in behind the net. Good job to pinch him off was coming. He'll fire through the middle dangerously as it comes back to the left point. There's Gaudette's going to have to swing back through the neutral zone. He'll partner that for Waugh. Waugh will survey back to his partner. Now it's a cross-ice pass picked off there by Sanford. He's going to have a step here. 2-1-2 forming here for the Axemen. They're going to fire that on the net. McGrath with the blocker save as the rebound comes out into the slot. Coming. Pick it up. He fires it up the wall. Paulin intercepts that. He's going to maintain possession. Hits the brakes. Dodges a hit there as he's just going to get the red line, get it in deep, and he'll head to the bench for a change. Just Derber back here for the Axemen. He'll fire a saucer pass, a little bit too saucy up there as it gets by as Roussel comes in to help out through the neutral zone. He's just going to chip it back inside the zone. Pass there, partner. Turned over now, Dill off the bench. Able to walk in over the line. Dill onto the backhand. He's just going to center that pass there, looking for Coleman. Turn around, fired that, and that goes wide. As it's going to come back to fours at the point. He fires it to the net, but it's blocked along the way as Bork will pick it up. Bork looks up to see his options. He's going to get the red line and then the blue line. Bork will hit the brakes. Now he's taking a big hit there, and we're going to have a penalty on the play as Galloway is going to be penalized for head contact, and not sure in real time if that is the case that I agree with, but regardless, the ref was right there, and there's a reason why he's doing this game and I'm not. So power play opportunity once again here for the Phantoms. 0 for 2 already on the man advantage. 2:26 left to go here in the first period. As the faceoff will stay down inside the Axemen zone, obviously, after the delayed penalty call. Now Jacob is going to get that at the right side. He fires that on net, and Thomas able to smother that one up with the glove and hang on. So it looks like the Axemen just with one goaltender here, so he'll carry the load all the way through this one. Face off one here by the Phantoms. Jacob, another opportunity and a big block there from Terrace as he got into that shooting lane, and that's the name of the game there. If he can't score, if he can't get it to the net. Now down deep. Back to the right side for Gaudette. Gaudette fakes a pass there. He's going to hang on. Now he'll walk out. Tries to fire the one and hits the side of the net there. Just a good soft chip there, looking for maybe a redirection. So it's going to come back to the point for Waugh. Waugh's going to hold his own. Smith's going to have to hurry as he's got a lard on him. And now he will find the puck and exit the zone as Shediak will fire cross ice for Waugh. Waugh up for Gaudette. Gaudette, cross ice pass there for Shediak. Shediak's just going to fire that on net, and Thomas will hang on to that and cover it up. So 1:15 left to go here in the penalty to Galloway. And 1:41 left in the first period. So semi-final Sunday, like I said, for all the marbles, or half the marbles, I guess we'll say. It's one shift at a time here. You can see a little bit of players have a little bit of tense on the sticks there, or they are tense on their sticks. Just waiting for this thing to open up here. Phantoms on the power play still for another minute. Back up to the point for Gaudette. Gaudette fakes the shot, goes back down for Paulin. Paulin, backdoor. Steve's looking for that. The right-handed shot, maybe a left-handed shot would have been able to step in and rip that one, but that one was just on the front foot of Steve, so he wasn't able to get it off on the one-timer, but he was able to maintain possession. So they're going to go back up top to the point. Good job by the Axemen here with this tight box. Paulin, shot there, tried to go short side on Thomas, who's out at the top of the crease. He'll make a save. We're into the last minute now of the first period. And 33 seconds left on the man advantage. Galloway waiting patiently in the penalty box, hoping for the penalty kill to do their thing here, as they're 33 seconds away now. It's Aguilar-Knee on the draw. Back for Roussel. Roussel's going to slow it down at the middle. He's going to look for his lane. He'll cut back to the middle once again. Had that roll through his feet and outside the zone. 20 seconds left now. Galloway getting ready to return. Grenier, nice one-touch pass cross ice. It's going to be picked up here by LeBlanc. LeBlanc is coming on him. LeBlanc will spin around and wait for recruits. Good hard saucer pass cross ice for Grenier. Grenier down underneath. 36 seconds left here on the clock. And behind the net there for Richard. Or sorry, that's Bork in behind. These centers, they get a stick on that. Aguilar-Knee fires at Grenier. One-touch opportunity, backhand rebound. They score! Just as the penalty expires, the Phantoms find a loose puck at the side of the net, and they'll get the first goal of the game as they lead 1-0 here on a even strength goal. Like I said, the penalty just expired, and that's going to be LeBlanc backdoor. And he'll give his team the 1-0 lead here with 22.4 seconds left in the first period. Roussel's going to get that puck off the face-off, and he's going to fire that in deep. And Pictou County just took a 1-0 lead here over on the other ice pad. So 2 games going here and 2 goals so far. Now this will officially do it for the end of the first period here. So a late goal by the Phantoms, LeBlanc. And the Phantoms will take a 1-0 lead here into the second period, and we will be back with second period action here when we return. And just like that, we are back. Second period, 1-0 lead here for the Phantoms. Puck is on the ice. We are underway now. 15 minutes up on the score clock. As Richard going to get that in deep. Dill and his partner there. A little bit of a miscommunication as the puck comes back up to the left side point. Jacob's going to fire that down low. Pollin's going to turn, fire that through the crease. Loose puck out front onto the backhand shot there. Thomas with the initial save. And a rebound opportunity smothered up by Christian Thomas here of the Acadia Axemen, as he'll take a quick breather and grab a squirt of water there and do a little readjusting of the pads. As the faceoff will stay inside the Axemen zone. The only, 2 overtime games so far in this tournament. One in the quarterfinals last night between Dartmouth and Acadia, and then earlier in the semifinal, the Halifax Hawks, beat the Chester Ravens in the extra frame in the U15AA division. So it'll be the Pictou County Crushers and the Halifax Hawks playing for gold in the U15AA division now, as Pollin takes a bump on the half wall, but he's going to find Richard streaking. 1-on-1 now on Sweeney. Richard shot there, blocker save for Thomas. Sweeney clears his man from the front of the net. As Camo's away here, he had that poked off his stick as Steves stepped right up. Great gap control there from the defender. Now as Kelday got twisted up with his feet, but the puck will end up inside the zone. Waugh faked the dump up the strong side as he keeps it and rolls in behind the net now, as Camo's just going to cycle that in deep. Kelday in there on Waugh. He'll use his size to his advantage as he'll come away with that puck. He's going to walk right out. He shoots that. That is tipped and blocked along the way by Steves as Kelday will get that puck back. He spins back the other way, fires it through the middle for Camo. Camo going to take it right to the net, centering pass there for Terrace, and just out of his reach. So that's going to be ripped around the ice now. It's going to go all the way down the ice for icing as it just crosses the line now. So we'll flip it back down to the Phantom zone. We'll have a face-off down to the right of the goaltender McGrath. Once again, we thank you very much for tuning in bright and early here. Hope you've done what it takes to wake yourself up. These two teams clash it out here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. They tangle up on the wall. It's pinned up against the end wall now as Aguilar, and he's going to fire a stretch pass there for Bork. Bork's going to have a step now coming down on the rip, and we're going to see what the call is here. A potential penalty shot coming. And it will be a penalty shot. The most exciting play in hockey, as some would say, as Bork was off to the races there, and Cumming came back and got underneath Bork. So Bork at the center line, Thomas at the goal line, a one-on-one battle. As both teams look on here as the Phantoms currently lead 1-0. The referee's going to give the goaltender a quick note there as Bork's in over the line. Stays on the forehand. Shot there and he scores. Wasted no time, no deke. He just goes in, rips a quick release over the blocker, and it's 2-0 Phantoms on a penalty shot from Bork. So Miguel Bork will double the lead here for the Phantoms on a penalty shot, and there wasn't a whole lot of a disagreement in the building as Bork was really off to the races there, and had the puck got stopped there on the penalty shot, it would have looked like a genius play by Cumming, but it ends up in the back of the net there, and a tough break for the Axemen, but they're just going to keep on battling here as they do. Last night they were up 2-0 on the Whalers, relinquished the lead, and then ended up winning it in overtime here, so they're not going anywhere just yet. Just got to weather the storm and continue on, trust the process. Now as they work in behind their own net, Pearl is going to fire that up to the wall. Aguilar knee is going to fire that cross ice. Back to the point, Roussel. Now Gaudette tipped in front. Aguilar knee shot there from the slot. And a good save there from Christian Thomas as he smothered that one up in the breadbasket, and he'll hang on here and cover up with plenty of white jerseys around the crease area. Face-off stays inside the Acadia zone now. Two to nothing Crushers on the other side, so pretty much mirror images of both sides now. Now it's going to be turned over. Good stick check there. Was Camo back to, or Coleman rather. Now Dill's back to help out. He'll chip it around the other side. Galloway's going to have to hurry. So he'll take a bump there from Shediak. Good job to just ease him into the boards. There would have been very easy just to bury him. So they fight for it down there. And the puck's going to come free. LeBlanc fires that on net, but it hits the skates of Sweeney as he's going to head to the left corner. He's going to rip that back around. Good job by the official to get out of the way of that, as that could have been intercepted. Galloway takes a bump on the half wall from Shediak, and it's going to be held in the zone. Sweeney up through the middle of the ice as he intercepted that one. He's going to fire that, looking for, looked like Roussel there, maybe just to get a piece of it, but it's going to go down for icing here, so the play will be whistled dead once more. Fantastic hockey we've been treated to here this weekend. 47 games, and we are about 45 in here. We've been alongside for the entire tournament, so we do hope that you enjoyed the coverage of the games, and we are not done yet, folks. It's the most important games of the tournament, other than the very first ones, are underway here now. So the Axemen are going to fire that outside the zone. Rogier back in support there, as he was the high guy that came through for support, so perfect defensive positioning in the offensive zone now as they're going to smother the one side. Kelday, he will exit the zone, but it's going to come back over across. Rogier once again Carbon copy of the last play as he rips that back inside the zone. Dangerous play in front there is Derber. He's going to find the outlet pass up the left side. Now is Terrace. He's going to get in there. He'll try and spark his team with a body check there as he knocks Steves down, and away go the Axemen. As that Kelday pass intended for Terrace is going to go down the length of the ice for icing. So we'll go back down here with 10:51 left in the second period. 16-5 the shots in favor of the Phantoms. Face off one cleanly here by the Phantoms. Bork tried to fire that cross ice. Wall will slot down as Gaudette. Good communication with him as they switch positions. Now it's just going to be ripped down the ice. And that's going to go down for another icing here. So we'll flip it back down once more. Derber and Rousseau chatting down there between the benches. Impossible to tell what they're saying, but you can see them both chatting away. So now we're going to have the face-off redone here as the wingers got caught cheating. And if you know what they say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Because every little inch matters here, especially on Championship Sunday. You're able to gain just a step on your opponent. That's a advantage to you. Now they're going to work it through the middle, and Aaron pass there is going to be picked off now as Phantoms back down through the middle. Aguilar knee is being pressed there by St. Clair. Gaudette, partner pass for Wall. Wall up the wall, looking for Bork. Through the middle now, Aguilar knee pulls it to himself. Now he's got to be careful as Pearl was back. Aguilar knee shot there, and he tried to go back far side glove, and that just goes wide now as Wall will hold the line. 10 minutes now left to go here in the second period. Just 5 minutes in. 2-0 lead remains here for the Phantoms. They fight down there in the corner. It's all tangled up. Pearl's going to slot back, go to the defensive position. He's going to look for his options. The winger option wasn't there, so he fires it through the middle. Gaudette turns it over. Dangerous pass through the middle. Rebound set at the side of the net, and they score. Turnover turned costly as the Phantoms lock up the left and right wing walls and force the Axemen to fire it through the middle. And just like that, it is 3-0 Phantoms off the stick there of Gaudette. That's Yannick Gaudette. Had to make sure I got the right one, make sure I got the right call there, folks. So 3-0 in the second period. Roussel is going to fire that in deep. In the corner now, Phantoms player blows a tire. And away go the Axemen, 2-on-1. Galloway, cross ice, gets the pass across, but a little bit too heavy there to handle, so Roussel will end up picking that loose puck up. He's going to work his way through the neutral zone. Good job by the Phantoms to stay on side. Roussel just right through his defender. So he's going to work in behind the net now. He'll circle around looking for his options. He'll scan. He's going to just chip that back down low for the cycle. Now is Cormier. Pick that puck up. Sweeney was upended. He'll throw another hit there on Cormier, and he'll get his retribution right away. Now the body's starting to fly a little bit down here now. His force is forced up the wall as that puck will exit the zone now. Shediak's just going to fire that in just off the Appleseed sign there, up over the glass. Sweeney now is coming, Coleman took an errant high stick. As the puck's ripped down the ice. Steve's there and able to get it before it does become an icing as he soft chips that through. Acadia with the long chain, so 3-on-2 forming here for the Phantoms. Through the middle, back door there looking for Allard, and Thomas got a piece of that. Just enough to send that up into the half wall. Now as Terrace is going to work away. He's going to chip that off the wall for Camo. Camo's going to fire that back for Terrace. Kelday coming through in support. He'll work down the right side. The defenseman ease off. Kelday tries to fire that towards the net, but it's picked off. And now held in at the line, but only for a moment now as Richard is away here for the Phantoms, and that is going to be offside at the line, as I think everyone can agree on that one. So the play will be whistled dead here with 7:59, just under 8 minutes into the second period, or just under 8 minutes left in the second period. I think you guys, if you've listened to me already this week and you realize that numbers aren't my thing, send me for a loop. Good escape move there from Cumming. He's going to walk out of his own zone. He's pressed there, so puck side attack here for the Phantoms as they're smothering the puck carrier on that one side and forcing them to loop back into their own zone. Terrace. Now he's upended there on the half wall. Puck comes over for Rogier. Rogier's just going to swing that back for Steve. Steve turns, fires it at the net. Puck's in the slot. Opportunity at the side of the net. Richard shot there. Blocker save from Thomas. Out front for Rogier. Shot there, point blank. Another save from Thomas. So he gets the blocker on that as well. Now another shot through a crowd. Sits at the top of the circle. Now it's going to be cycled down low for the left side. Rogier now able to hold the puck in. He tries to bounce back the other way. It's Camo now is just going to fire that the length of the ice. It's going to be a delayed icing on the play. And now we'll go back to the Axemen zone here. Just non-stop pressure here from the Phantoms. If you have the puck, the other team can't score. A face-off now to the left of Thomas. Linesman takes a peek at his wingers, make sure we're all set up and dandy and ready to go. Well, we'll take that puck at the right side point. Taken by Aguilar Knee. He's going to work in the corner. He's going to fire it back up to the point for Miguel Gaudette. No shot there. Tip there and kick the pad out. There was Thomas. Has great reaction time there and reflexes from the goaltender, Christian Thomas, as he keeps that one out of the back of the net. Now as Walsh will get a piece of that, but Wall's going to step in. He's going to just chip it inside the blue line. A little soft chip back the other way. Walsh chips it off the wall to himself, but it ends up back inside the line. Cross ice pass there for Bork. Bork, he'll drag, drops it there. Nobody home there for the Phantoms as the Axemen are able to exit the zone now as St. Clair's going to work down the middle. He cuts back to the right side. He's just going to fire one on net. There's McGrath with the stick save. Now we're going to have to be careful here as Bork steps on the puck and he falls. As he was off to the races once more now as St. Clair's going to pick that puck up in transition. 6:04 left on the clock. St. Clair drops it there for Coleman. Coleman tries to work it back to the middle. Now he'll pick it up in behind the net. Aguilar Knee in to help out, but Coleman's still with it. He's got Sanford beside him. Coleman cycles it back down low. Sanford. St. Clair heads to the bench for a change, so Sanford's just going to eat that up against the wall. Sanford going to have a lane to the net. Tried to go backdoor for Galloway, but that was out of his reach, so Galloway's going to get it. He turns back the other way, tries to get it down low. He leaves it for himself. Aguilar Knee with the hit. Opportunity out front there and a centering pass for Sweeney out of the reach. And now Smith is going to have to hurry. Good burst of speed from him now as he gets back to that puck first. Now it's turned over once again. Sweeney has some time and space as the Phantoms were heading for a change. Sweeney and over the line, drops it there. Dill, slap shot, hits Sweeney in the back of the leg, and that stung. Might even have left an imprint of the logo on the back of his leg as that stretch pass now. It's Cormier. Opportunity, rebound out front, they score. 4-0 Phantoms here in the semifinal. There's a 2 first saves there for Thomas. The puck sits at the top of the crease. And Cormier comes through and bangs home the rebound. We're going to have a timeout here. 30 seconds here for the Axemen, so we'll be back here in just a moment. All right, we're back after the timeout. Acadia coach just trying to settle his troops down here. Maybe give them a little bit of a breather. Lots of hockey in the last couple days and quick turnaround time for them as they finish their game around 9:30, 9:45 last night. I'm right back here this morning, so 12 hours later now as Dill picks that up. He'll fire it in on McGrath, and he'll hang on and cover it up. Face off down inside the Phantom zone, an offensive zone draw here one of few here for the Axemen, so we'll see if they can get anything rumbling here. It's Galloway now, fires it back the other way, but good puck side pressure there from the Phantoms. Now they're going to chip it outside the zone, but it's held in here momentarily. But once again, up off the glass, smart play there as the glass, like I said earlier in the game, is your friend in the defensive zone. Now Paulin walks in over the line. Kelday through the middle. Terrace will walk in over the blue line. He's just going to fire that on net. Kicked aside there by Gallant. Now the player upended in behind the net. Now as Terrace is going to be penalized through the middle for Paulin. Paulin drags that to him. Now he's going to dodge a hit there as Pearl touches up. And we are going to have a penalty now. Interference to Jack Terrace. He'll head to the penalty box now, and another power play opportunity here for the Phantoms as they already lead by 4 and have a power play goal, or sorry, just as the power play expired, they scored. So 0 for 3 on the power play here are the Phantoms. So once again, the Pictou County Crushers on the other side continue to lead the Moncton Scorpions 2-0. Face off one cleanly here by the Phantoms. Roussel is going to take possession. As Bork in behind his own, or the offensive net. LeBlanc. He's going to survey, looking for his options. The Axemen players aren't going to bite though. Now as Aguilar knee gets a shot through a crowd there, kicked out by Thomas as he's going to scramble back the other way. Now he's going to have to come back right here as they're in behind the net. Banked out front. He's going to be dumped off the glass. And just outside the blue line now is Roussel's going to go back here for the Phantoms. He's going to be pressed there by Kelday. Good job there to stay on him as he's going to cut back in front of the net. Roussel's going to try and get the getaway sticks going now as he big burst of speed down the left side, in through the middle now, all the way to the backhand. Roussel end-to-end shot there, he scores! Nico Roussel, end-to-end, coast to coast, like butter on toast, and he makes it 5-0 Phantoms on the power play. What a great flash of speed there from the captain for the Phantoms as he picked that puck up just inside his blue line. He outweighed it, the forechecker. Kelday did a great job to keep him inside the zone, and all of a sudden, boom, Roussel turned on the afterburners, dropped it into third gear, and away he went end-to-end, and he made no mistake there as he was attacking with so much speed. He pretty much forced Thomas into the back of the crease. So 5-0 lead here. 25-8 the shots in favor of the Phantoms. Now as that puck goes out into the neutral zone, Sweeney just going to fire it back inside. Smith now had that puck chipped by him. He's going to go back on the backhand. Chip through the middle. Sanford fires that through the middle of the ice. Gaudette's going to chip that off the wall. Cormier was off to the races there, but the puck was chipped off his stick. Now back through the middle. St. Clair just tries to get that to the net, but it was blocked along the way, so Waugh's going to get in behind his own net. It's chipped off. Shediak's going to take a hit. He gets his hands up, though. A partner pass there for Sweeney. He's going to have to hurry up, though, as LeBlanc is on him. Sweeney will cut back the other way. Had a hard time with the puck now as he's going to turn it over. Sanford came in for the hit. Galloway in to help out defensively. Sanford will rip that around. Good job there by Steves as he stepped in the middle of that, and he was able to intercept. So he's going to fire that the length of the ice, and that's going to go down for icing. 2:04 left to go here in the second period. We'll flip it back down. Face off one here. Back to the point, held in there by Steves. They're going to cycle it down low as Allard. Cummings got Paulin on him. As he continues on the forecheck here, they're just going to rim that around the other side. Derber was pressed there by LeBlanc. LeBlanc takes a hit there from Dill. Now the opportunity to center was picked off as Allard now fires it through the crease. Galloway felt the pressure from in behind, so he fires it back into the corner. Jacob there with a shot. That gets deflected and lands on the back of the net. Cumming fired up against the wall. Dillon to help out. He's going to work around the other side. Cummings going to have some time and space. Minute 25 left to go. Stretch pass there for Coleman. Steve stepped on the puck. Coleman's going to have a step down the left side. Tries to center. He does, and it's in on the goaltender, McGrath. So he'll hang on. Face off down inside the Phantom zone, won by the Phantoms. Kelday in there to get on the loose puck. It's 3 Axemen in behind the goal line as Terrace had that bounce over his stick. So that's going to be chipped out to the blue line, but not out. As they try and get it out again, Terrace tries to find that loose puck. Bork's just going to fire that into a quiet zone now as Gaudette comes through to help out, but Camo able to pick up that loose puck. We're into the last minute of play here now. Chipped up off the wall, Camo net there. As they fight for it here in the neutral zone. Aguilar-Knee is going to have an opportunity. He's going to have a step there unforced down the right side. Aguilar-Knee pulls it to the middle, to the forehand. What a save there from Thomas as he keeps this one at 5-0 here. As what a rush there from Aguilar-Knee. As he pulled that puck, the old toe drag worked that time as he got in the clear. But he was stopped by Christian Thomas here of the Axemen, who's been very busy here in this one. 27 shots so far here through almost 2 periods. Sometimes that is a game's worth of shots. Now is that pass right on the tape for Kelday, but just out of his reach a little bit now as Terrace is going to have a step down the left side. He'll wheel in. He's going to move back to the right side, leave it for Kelday. Kelday shot there, and that goes off the bar and up off the glass. The best look there for the Axemen so far is Kelday with a laser, which we saw last night in the overtime. He just fired that puck on net. Now a backdoor pass. Aguilar-Knee tried to go backhand far side, and he goes wide and at the far corner now as that's going to be touched up through the neutral zone. Good call by the linesman there. 3 seconds left on the clock. Zamboni door open now, and that will do it here. 4-2 complete periods of play. The EDZA East Phantoms lead the Acadia Axemen 5-0. We'll head to the third period when we come back. All right, folks, welcome back here inside the Pictou County Wellness Center for the third period here of the semifinal matchup. The EDZA East Phantoms from New Brunswick, or Nouveau Brunswick, lead this one 5-0. We are officially underway here. This Terrace is just going to fire that at the net, and McGrath is going to hang on to that one. And we'll have our first whistle here, 7 seconds into the third period. So normally in the tournament, be run time, and it looks like it is going to be run time. 5-goal lead, and here in my rule book it says round robin play rules apply. One exception is that each team will be allowed one 30-second timeout, which Acadia has already used. So the Phantoms will have the luxury of a run-time scoreboard, and not so much on the other end for the Axemen. They're just trying to get back into this one now as Steves will slot in. He's going to take a hit there from Terrace. Aguilar knee lost that. Great defensive play by the Water down there. Maybe the Zamboni chucking a little extra out there for the fellas. Now is a shot. Rebound. What a save there from Thomas. The third attempt is in the back of the net as Aguilar knee was on the doorstep, and he'll make it 6-0 here. An early goal in the third period here is each goal that is scored here by the Phantoms is more of a heartbreaker here for the Axemen. So Steves is going to get his gear situated here. Referee going to give him the green light. He's ready to go now, back in position, and as soon as he grabs the stick, down goes the puck as Pearl's back for it. Chipped off the wall through the neutral zone. Back through the middle. Picked up here. They're just going to fire it out into the neutral zone. Nice touch pass there for Sanford. Sanford down the left side. He's going to have some space. Sanford shot there, tried to go short side, and that goes well up over the net now as Pearl is there for the Axemen to hold the zone. Nice move there. Through the crease there as it just slowly creeps down on the goaltender McGrath as he just had to wait patiently for that to get to him. Time ticking away here for the Axemen. Face-off down to the left there of McGrath. Right off the face-off. Coleman had an opportunity, but the puck rolled off his stick now as it's held into the line here. The Axemen look to get some offense going here, but it's picked off now, and away goes Rogier down the right side. He'll fire that in on Thomas. Thomas tried to redirect that one into the corner, but hit his own pad, so the puck bounced out in the slot, but it's able to be picked up here by the Axemen as they're going to try and exit the zone now. Into the feet of Dill. Dill's going to get the line, and Richard just kind of eased up there as he was in a weird spot on the bench, so good guy move there from Richard. And that's going to be ripped down the ice. Not going to be icing there. Icing waved off immediately here as Derber back here for Acadia as he hit the back of his own net as he rims it around now. Galloway had that puck roll into the feet of the official. There's now Waugh going to fire that back down inside the blue line now. The stretch pass there looking for Coleman is picked off here as they're just going to fire that back in deep. Now the Phantoms off the stick of Gaudette. Pearl back forward. Alarge is going to continue on. Going to stay in good habits as he forechecked hard. It's Pearl now and Aguilar knee. They all get tangled up down there. A melee in the corner, but the puck's going to come over for Pearl. Pearl, nice move. He's just going to chip that off the wall as the Axemen are sending the weak side winger out to the far blue line in an attempt to drag the defenders out of the offensive zone. And now a hit thrown there from Galloway as he came flying across the ice. Ferris back to his D-man. Smith back up off the wall looking for Galloway. Puck's going to be held in at the line. Camo, he's tripped up there, and there's going to be a penalty here to the Phantoms. 4 minutes into this third period, and the Axemen are going to go to the power play. Their second of the game here, 0 for 1 on their first one. Face off one here by the Axemen. Down low, Sweeney. Oh, front there. McGrath will jump through a crowd there and smother that puck. Over on the other ice pad, Pictou County now leads the Moncton Scorpions 3-1. Now a shot there through a crowd. It's going to be blocked on its way to the net and all the way down the ice here as the Phantoms are able to clear. Back go to the neutral zone here. Camo's going to be in a puck race here with Steves. Now it's going to be picked off here. Sweeney in over the line. He's going to center that. Shediak turned it over, and he's just going to backhand that the length of the ice. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in the third period. Thomas out to play it. He's just going to fire that up the ice. Looking for that stretch pass, but Roussel's going to get there here for the Phantoms. He's just going to eat the puck here for a couple seconds. Now he's going to fire at the length of the ice. That's going to go all the way down off the end wall. It's going to bounce right back out. Lively end boards here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. A little bit more lively than the old John Brother McDonald Stadium. So those boards felt like they were concrete, but definitely missed that rink, if you're asking my opinion. Let's rip back down here for Thomas. Thomas will leave that there for Cumming. Cumming around the wall. Up for St. Clair there as that pass gets away from everybody. Force will pick it up now as the Axemen were in 3 or 4 feet offside there. So the play is going to be whistled dead here. 1:13 left to go in the man advantage. 6-0 lead here for the Phantoms. What seems like this one might be out of reach now here for the Axemen. But you got to start with one and go from there. As if this were the Toronto Maple Leafs playing, people wouldn't be counting them out just yet. They'd probably blow that lead. So see how it goes now. Is that centering pass for Galloway. He went down to one knee to make that shot, but fanned on it. Stretch pass there for Coleman. Had that poked off his stick. 35 seconds left here in the man advantage. Rip back down now. Pearl's going to head back for it here for the Axemen as he swings in behind his own net. He'll fire that up ice for Galloway on the right side. Galloway fire that cross ice for Coleman into his feet, so it's turned over here once again. Cumming was heading back up ice to gap up. Now as Pollin's going to hit the brakes, he'll wait for his recruits into the middle of the ice. They'll swing it back. Richard's just going to fire it back out to the neutral zone, try and kill off the rest of this penalty here. Back to Richard on the return pass. He'll go back to his D-man, Gaudette. Gaudette's just going to fire that the length of the ice there. It's a good job to puck possession team for the Phantoms here as they just held on to it now as they were back to even strength. 0 for 2 on the power play. Up the ice. Go the Axemen. Pearl, he's going to walk down the right side. Roussel on him. He's just going to leave it there in the corner. Now it's going to get in behind. Pearl will have to retreat now as he fired across ice looking for Kelday. Kelday's going to walk out of the corner there. He shoots. That's tipped up off the glass. 7:45 left to go here. Jacob's going to get that. He fires it up the wall. It's held in here. Kelday in on the forecheck. He's going to come away with that puck now just to the blue line. He keeps it in there. Good job as he uses his reach to his advantage. Terrace. It's going to be a slashing penalty here on the Axemen as they had possession of the puck, or no. It is going to be on the Phantoms here. They must have touched up in the meantime. As Rodier is going to get an explanation from the referee, and he agrees. And now as I look down at the out-of-town, in-town, next-door scoreboard, not sure what to call it. But regardless, in the other semifinal action, the Pictou Crushers just scored again to make it 4-1 over the Scorpions here in the third period. Now the Axemen will go back to the power play here. 7 minutes left up on the clock. Up to the point, Smith fires that back into the middle. Now an opportunity at the side of the net. Kelday, backdoor pass. Couldn't find his target. Now they will. The puck's sitting on the line. And anxious moments there for the Axemen as they look to get their first one here. But McGrath battles through a crowd, and he's able to find that puck and cover it up. Down inside the zone now, under 7 minutes left to go. Puck is ripped down the ice, not going to make its way all the way down now as that puck rolls past the Sam's Pizza logo on the wall. The only one that I ever mentioned. That's going to be chipped inside the zone. St. Clair's going to get in there and give chase. He's got Waugh on him. Back into the half wall. Down low, looking for St. Clair out front. Hits his stick and goes back to the far corner. Now as Gaudette's going to fire that the length of the ice. 200 feet down onto Thomas. He'll come out and play that there as he's going to leave it there for his defender. Force now. Tries to force one, but it's turned over. Allard's going to rip that back down inside the defensive zone. 5.5 left to go here in the third period. He's coming now in behind his own net. He's pressed from one side, so he's going to have to come back out the other way. Now's that chip pass through the middle. Fours will pick it up. Fours inside the blue line. He's going to work right down below. Tries to drop that back there for Sanford. Sanford's going to spin off a forechecker. Up to the point. Galloway, he's going to have some space. Back down. Sanford. He's going to cut back the other way. Grenier's going to stay between him and the goal. Now up top for Cumming, and that's onto his backhand. He wasn't able to handle it, so that puck's going to go all the way down inside the Acadia zone. Is that pass cross ice for Galloway. Galloway's going to work in over the blue line now. He's going to drop that there for Coleman. Coleman is going to walk down the right side. He's on the backhand now. Good head of steam as he's in behind the net. Left side, he hits the brakes. He'll work in behind now. He's going to work to fire it out front. There he goes, back door there as Dill was just coming in late, so the puck gets by him. Derber now. Shot, that gets blocked. 4.5 left to go. Now it's going to be sent the length of the ice, and 20 seconds left here on the penalty to the Phantoms. As Rogier back on his feet. Nice hard pass there. Tape to tape for Galloway. Galloway being pressed from behind. He's with Coleman. Galloway tries to shoot that on net. It's blocked along the way. 5 seconds left here in the penalty and 4:15 left to go here in the game. Back down the ice for Dill. Dill. Cross ice pass. Tape to tape. Pearl will chip that to himself. Now he's going to get a stick on it, or he doesn't actually. He tried to. The puck's pushed away now. Good stick check there from Kelday. Jacob. Through the middle. Nice move at the blue line there as Cormier left it there for Richard. Richard shot there. Thomas made the save, and he closed up the body as he'll hang on to that one. 3:40 left to go here. 30-12 the shots on goal in favor of the Phantoms. And a 4-1 lead for the Pictou County Crushers next door. So looking to solidify their ticket into the championship game. Down low here for the Axemen in behind their own net. Puck rolls away from the defender, but a chip pass up for Terrace. Terrace fires that cross ice looking for Kelday. That's going to get the length of the ice, but Roussel is going to get there first before the icing. So he's going to hit the brakes in behind the net. He's pressed from both sides as he almost turns it over. Jacob there for the Phantoms. They're going to work up the ice. Now a little bit of a stretch pass there. Chip. Good job there as that 1 foot was just on the blue line. Paulin now. He's going to pull it to himself. Shot there, and Thomas will smother that one up, and he'll just flick it back into the circle. So he'll turn around and grab a quick drink of water, and definitely deserving. So he's faced 32 shots here. 26 saves, 25 saves. A busy morning for the goaltender, Christian Thomas, who's carried the load here for this Axemen team as the lone goaltender here for them. Now it's going to be chipped out into the neutral zone. St. Clair trying to get free. He's pinched off there from Waugh. Walsh now trying to find that puck. It's going to be picked up here by Bork. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Bork runs into force. It'll be chipped up off the wall. Minute 45 left here. We're going to get a new puck into play now. Both linesmen with one. Throw 2 pucks down. That would really make things interesting out there. 4 minutes left in the game next door. Minute 29 left to go here in this one. Back up and chipped up over. Derber gets a glove on it. Now it's going to be played on the hand pass here as we're going to get into the last minute here, probably while we wait for this next face-off. It's a minute 10. And counting. Dill on the draw here. Now it's going to be pushed ahead. Shediak's going to get in on that loose puck. Coleman's going to give chase. Shediak now is going to take a bump. He works in. He'll throw a hit on Galloway. Now the arms are going to get up there, so there's going to be a penalty here for sure. This thing's getting a little bit out of hand here in the last minute. And we're into the last minute here as the time's just going to tick away here in this one. You got to stay out of bad habit, especially if you're the Phantoms. You got another game to play here today as they give the old scoreboard point. Now as Coleman wants a couple extra words here, and they're going to blow the whistle once more. Now Coleman's going to be asked to leave. He's taunting the team here. And that's pretty much going to do it here, folks. 10 seconds left on the clock. They're just going to end things here, and the EDZA East Phantoms will come into Pictou County, and they're going to punch their ticket to the championship game, the big dance for all the marbles. As they come in with a decisive 6-0 victory over a tired Acadia Axemen team here, as they, like I said, quick turnaround time, just 12 hours after their overtime thriller, even though it was only 40 seconds into the overtime period. The Phantoms waiting for their opponent here. There's a couple minutes left in the game next door, but congratulations to both teams, and as well as the Acadia Axemen. They fought their way a long road to get to where they are right now, but they're going to come up just a little bit short here as they fall to this strong EDZA East Phantoms team. So the handshake. And then we're going to go, I do believe, maybe the all-star selections, as that's how we did in the U15AA, but we'll wait to see regardless. Handshakes, player of the game. We'll step aside for just a moment while we wait for those announcements, and we'll be back with that here in just a moment. Player of the game here for the Acadia Axemen, number 30, Christian Thomas. 26 saves here in this one, and he faced a ton of point-blank opportunities. So number 21, Miguel Bork, will take player of the game honors here for the EDZA East Phantoms, as they will celebrate for... We'll have to celebrate for another couple minutes. But get ready for the championship game now, as the Phantoms players going over to shake hands with the officials. And when I was a younger player, that wouldn't have meant too much. But now as I get older and get a little softer, those things do go a long way. Love to see the sportsmanship for the officials in what is mostly a thankless job out there, but the game does not go without them. So that is going to do it for us here. The Phantoms take down the Axemen 6-0 in the semifinals. We'll be back later on today for the championship games. Thank you very much for tuning in for High Button Sports. I'm Matt Dudelet signing off.